Allison, what are you laughing about? What's the matter with you? What's the matter?
You have slowly morphed into I don't know what costume. Like you started the day, you looked exactly like Dog the Bounty Hunter. I don't know. You look like an old lady.
Sunglasses that are gone.
I mean, you're
the sunglasses back on. Someone says Diamond Dallas Dave. Diamond Dave.
Diamond Dallas Page. That's a fine.
That's fine.
I don't know who that is,
Right.
so I'm.
All right. It's still a fine. Allison,
you
listen
keep
to me.
coming in here yelling, and you're in this.
Listen to me, Allison. Listen to me. Yes, I know. I do come in there. This is what's happening behind the scenes. For those of you who don't know, when Mike Ryan leaves, there are a lot of new responsibilities for a lot of new people. And we have to sort of learn how to do this when Mike is out or when Stugatz is out, because we've been doing this one way for 10 years and all sorts of hiccups start forming. So to be totally transparent, two things have happened today. One, I totally forgot a question to ask CJ McCollum. Totally lost, and I'll tell you why. I asked him about the Portland Trailblazers. I don't care about the Portland Trailblazers. I don't care what CJ McCollum has to say about that. There was just a silence where I was looking into the room, and all I was thinking to myself is this fat roll on television at this angle, because I've been asked to take my shirt off. So I forget that during the CJ McCollum interview, and what's just happened now, as I'm still dressed like Dog the Bounty Hunter, is this bleep hole Mike Ryan is actively playing defense against the show by making sure that I meticulously look less and less like Dog the Bounty Hunter over the course of the show, because he keeps changing my attire. So
we're really blaming Mike Ryan for this too?
That's right.
I was with you on all the other ones.
Your fat roll was on TV.
Okay. Thank you. So we're going to open up the club in a second. We're going to update the polls as well. But what the hell is this thing on Twitter we're doing tomorrow night? What time am I required to be there? Because I planned drinks at 7:30, dinner at 8:30, this thing at 9:30. That was my plan, but we don't do planning around here so well.
It's the Dunk LeBatard Show without Stugatz. We'll live stream on Twitter and Periscope Saturday night beginning at 8:30 Eastern. Dan, Mike, Roy, and Chris will watch the three-point and dunk contest while taking questions from fans, and will occasionally be joined by special guests. You can watch at live.twitter.com/ESPN.
Oh, for the love of God.
You can watch on Twitter.
For the love of God. Can you update the polls? Like that backslash. Were we looking? Why didn't we just go with something in Mandarin?
Can we also talk about how it's not ever backslash? It's never backslash. It's just a slash. People always say backslash, but I'm pretty sure it's /.
That internet address should be,
right?
Don't watch this show. The internet address is too long.
Dunk LeBatard Show without Stugatz.
On Facebook Live, and find it by searching, and if you're not smart enough, then you're not the audience for it, right? The Twitter poll question, is that what I'm reading here?
Yes.
At LeBatard Show is brought to you by JCPenney. There's more to love at JCPenney this Valentine's Day. Come in and find great gifts at sweet prices only at JCPenney. All right, I'm going to update the polls, even though this computer's from like 1985. Poll, have you ever ordered delivery and pretended someone else is in the room? 64% said no.
Okay, that's
So,
a Sarah Spain move.
I'm a
She
weirdo.
orders so much food. No, that doesn't make you that weird. 36% of the people do that.
Okay.
They order so much food delivery that they fake that they have a
Well,
roommate.
it's like when they give you 4 forks and you're like, wow, there's 4 entrees in here. I'm going to eat them all. Did you know that thief Rob Riggle had a military past? 54% said yes. Yeah. Who would win in a fight between Tim Kurkjian and Buster Olney?
It's a bad computer.
It does, like, the mouse is like non-functioning. Give me a second. 62% said Buster Olney. Kurkjian's scrappy. I think he should be given a little bit more of a fighter's chance.
Kurkjian is the tiniest person in the history of the network.
Right. And Buster grew up on a farm, so he'd probably have some weird.
There's been nobody smaller in the history of the
Shovels.
network than Tim Kurkjian, right?
No.
Thank you. We haven't had a professional jockey on the air, right? Like, he's tiny. He's 5'4". Do you want to just...
Does that happen to anyone else? Does anyone remember what we were talking about?
It was something Sarah related, right? It was something that Sarah did.
Ron McGill?
Yes.
Ron McGill.
When
Does
listening
anyone
to
else?
Ron,
Yeah.
when listening to Ron McGill, do you fast forward through it because you don't want to hear animals die?
35% said yes. So I'm not alone.
Okay,
It's
no,
pretty good.
it's just a subset of weirdo.
Are there squirrels everywhere in the United States? 91% said yes. Maybe not Alaska.
Squirrels?
Maybe not Alaska?
Where did we find out whether there were squirrels everywhere in the United States?
No.
Did we find out the Charles Barkley Day? Have you guys done anything today? Let's open up the club and let's just end it on that
We don't
note.
even need is it still in
no,
there?
I don't even care about the polls anymore. So we didn't answer any questions today. All right, open up the club. This should go well. I'm sure Billy will play all the right sounds. I mean, you need to start with the wrong sound that you played earlier, don't you? When you meant to say the celebration for Chris Sims's. Good timing. This is rough here because this is the degree of difficulty and this is hard and his confidence is shot. How are you feeling about the club right now, Billy?
I don't feel good about anything ever, Dan.
Okay, very good. Let's keep it moving then. First, second sound in the club.
Teddy Pendergrass, y'all wouldn't know about this, you young whippersnappers out there.
Why does Stephen A. Smith call us whippersnappers? And why does he keep reminding us that we don't know about the music he knows about?
Well, because we're young whippersnappers who only know Stevie Van Zandt, which is what all the kids are talking about.
He's also reminded us of Teddy Pendergrass like 4 times.
Who else you got there?
You know Magic Johnson is down with Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? Do, 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 do. Woo, 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 yeah.
Oh, like Janet hasn't been through enough.
What are you? You didn't like that? How can you not like that sound? I'd be happy if my weekend was filled with just
You
that
know
sound.
Magic Johnson is down with Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? Do, 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 do. Woo, 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 yeah.
Front to music everywhere.
Before. It's wonderful. Who else in the club?
They pulled 7 bodies out of the attic space that were in just horrific condition.
Allison was bursting out laughing as that tour guide of Nicolas Cage's Haunted Mansion told us about the horrific things that had happened. She was laughing because I misspoke.
I've met.
There's a ghost of a little girl that fell off the balcony to her death.
I've met Nicolas Cage's water monitor.
That's useless. What useless information that is.
You've never met his water monitor. Do you know what a water monitor is?
No.
It's a giant, like 6-foot lizard.
Why would you insert that in the middle of the club?
Because it's Nicolas Cage's
It's
house.
a useless tidbit. Useless. I've met Nicolas Cage's water monitor.
It lives in Lake Forest, where I grew up.
Who else is in the club?
I don't know if you've seen American Horror Story, the TV show.
I've seen of it. That's what Allison was laughing at while that guy was detailing horrific things that had been done to baby. No. I believe that is Stugatz arguing with Mike Wilbon and me trying to quiet him down with a shh. No. That was not a good look for Wilbon. Who else is in the club?
I got better stuff to do, fellas.
A continued not good look for Michael Wilbon. Who else is in the club?
My name is Georgia.
That rattlesnake of a woman who ran that Houston.
I thought you mentioned maybe you were taking care of the meal. That's fine. It's not.
No, sir, it is not a comp.
Okay.
She reminded me of the woman in the diner in Hell or High Water. Did you guys see that? Who else in the
I
club?
thought you mentioned maybe you were taking care of the meal. That's fine. It's not.
No, sir, it is not a comp.
Okay.
When he died, this is the only song I knew that he did. I was sad.
All right, good finish.
Hope you enjoyed the Dan LeBatard Show on ESPN Radio.
We live in a racist country.